Hi, I'm John Rhodes from Narcissisms.com, and here's why narcissists lack loyalty. Whilst it's wrong to say all narcissists cheat, it's right to say they're not loyal, even if they stay faithful in relationships. Narcissists exploit their partners and take more than they give, put them down, flirt for attention, and vanish in their time of need. If you offer a narcissist the chance to swap partners with someone they deem better, they'll snap your hand off, regardless of what their partner has done for them or how much history they have. Despite this, narcissists expect unwavering loyalty in return and may constantly test their partners and accuse them of lacking loyalty. So what's going on? Why aren't narcissists loyal to their partners? Here's several reasons why narcissists aren't loyal. Lack emotional empathy. Narcissists lack emotional empathy. This is where you instinctively feel for someone. So when someone's happy, you're happy for them. When they're sad, you feel their pain. And if you hurt them, you feel guilty. Narcissists' lack of emotional empathy prevents them from connecting on a deep level because they don't share other people's feelings. They may like someone and find them useful and enjoy their company, but they don't bond on a deep emotional level. This allows narcissists to hurt you and not lose a wink of sleep, avoid you in your time of need, or neglect your feelings. Narcissists may momentarily feel shame, but they quickly repress this and justify their actions, usually by blaming you or someone else. So to them, their conscience is clear, no matter what they've done to you. This lack of emotional empathy affects how they treat you, because there's no emotional comeback when they've done something wrong. So they're free from the shackles of empathy that bind us all together. Sense of entitlement. Narcissists feel entitled to do as they please, as normal rules don't apply to them because they're superior and special, but the rules still apply to everyone else. Narcissists aren't shy about demanding high standards from others whilst doing what they want, which leads to many hypocritical situations. For instance, the narcissist may expect you to toe the line and demand you're home by 8 p.m, but they won't stand for you controlling them when you ask why they didn't come home last night. Narcissists often have the attitude that loyalty is for minions, for people lesser than themselves, yet they feel justified demanding unwavering loyalty because they're entitled to receive loyalty, yet at the same time they're also entitled not to give it. Assume everyone thinks like them. It's natural to assume that people think similar to ourselves, which is why many empathetic people are fooled by narcissists, but narcissists do this too. Narcissists assume that everyone is narcissistic like them and are out for themselves, trying to manipulate others for their own personal gain. So narcissists don't feel they need to give loyalty, because in their world, loyalty doesn't exist. It's an act that everybody's faking. So narcissists are happy to create a front that they're loyal, whilst being anything but on the inside, because in their mind that's what everybody else does, and they must fight fire with fire. Frightened of being abandoned. Most narcissists harbour fears of abandonment. This may be due to a neglected childhood, but even without this, narcissists fear abandonment because it demonstrates they're not superior. Narcissists have delusions of superiority, and it's important they maintain them to bolster their fragile self-esteem. So they desperately avoid things that shatter their delusions, and being abandoned shows they're not as great as they think they are. So a narcissist may abandon their partner to beat them to the punch before their partner abandons them. These abandonments may include flirting with others, disappearing all night, full-blown affairs, or even leaving them. The narcissist feels a sense of relief from their indiscretions, because if their partner ever abandons them, they can hold their head up high because they've abandoned them first, giving them the win and keeping their delusions of superiority alive. Narcissistic supply. A huge driver of most narcissist behaviour is narcissistic supply. This is the attention, adoration and special treatment they gain from others. Narcissists need narcissistic supply pretty much all the time, and their life is one big quest to source it, which is why they hate being alone, fish for compliments and brag about anything resembling an achievement. This pursuit of narcissistic supply often leads to them flirting and having affairs because they can't resist the attention, especially if it's offered on a plate. To narcissists, attention is a bigger draw than sex itself, because in their mind, someone finding them attractive is someone idolising them, and sex is someone worshipping them, which is one of the biggest doses of supply they can receive. Reduced supply. Over time, narcissists experience less supply from their primary partner because they've already won them over, so their attention becomes less of a thrill and therefore provides them with less supply than before. So after some time in a relationship, they might not be getting enough supply to meet their needs, which causes them to look elsewhere. This makes the prospect of finding someone new doubly appealing, because a fresh source of supply always trumps an old one, and they're in a supply deficit, so in their impulsive mind, they've nothing to lose and everything to gain. Rather impress a stranger or a friend. If you've been close to a narcissist, you've probably noticed that they'd rather impress strangers than loved ones, and they'll bend over backwards to help casual acquaintances, but do little for their own family. Narcissists gain copious amounts of supply, winning over new fans, and this works for friendships as well as romantic relationships. But they don't get the same buzz from winning over their family, because in their mind, that ship has already sailed. This often leads to confusing and frustrating situations where the narcissist shows high levels of loyalty to people they barely know, but are cold and uncaring to their own family. Resent needing someone. Narcissists need people more than most because supply requires people, but it's difficult to win over new people all the time, so they need people around them to ensure the supply keeps flowing. However, narcissists also crave power and hate anyone having power over them, so this leaves them in a pickle. They need people, but they don't want anyone having power over them. Narcissists are acutely aware of power dynamics and understand that if someone has something they need, they can take it away, which gives them power. This conflict causes narcissists to resent their loved ones and treat them coldly as if they don't need them, because they want to prove that they're self-sufficient, even though they're not. This leads to them rejecting their family and treating them badly, all to disguise their need for their delicious supply. Final thoughts. Narcissists are lone wolves who need people. It's not connection they look for, but narcissistic supply. To keep supply flowing, narcissists need people around them, so they treat them just well enough to keep them, whilst extracting as much as they can. This mindset isn't conducive to loyalty, it's more of a mining operation, although it can seem that they're loyal when they're desperate to spend time with you and keep you in their lives. To a narcissist, you're a commodity to be used, and not all commodities are equal. Some people provide better supply than others, and sadly, your stock goes down over time. Narcissists don't care about you as an individual, only what you can give them. So if a better supply presents itself, you're likely to be discarded, regardless of everything you've done for them. Sadly, loyalty doesn't come into it.